Are you a classical or jazz musician applying for a summer festival? Planning on auditioning for an ensemble or music competition? To pursue these experiences, you will be asked to submit application materials that demonstrate your musical experiences and background. In particular, you will need a document that clearly and succinctly demonstrates your proficiencies in performance or composition. We call this one-page document a performance resume. To create a performance resume, you'll first need to brainstorm relevant and recent musical pursuits. Reflect upon the last few years and think about what experiences you have had. For vocalists, which opera roles have you performed? Have you had any solo opportunities with ensembles? Performed any cantatas or oratorios at local churches? For classical instrumentalists, have you performed with any professional ensembles, even as a substitute? What school ensembles are you a part of, and what positions have you held? Have you been in the final rounds of a professional audition? For jazz musicians, what professional artists or ensembles have you performed or recorded with? What venues have you performed at? For composers, what pieces have you written or had premiered? Have you had any commissions? As you start to build your performance resume, you can include school-related experiences. However, once you become an upperclassman or graduate student, remove all references of high school and middle school experiences. Once you have a list of your experiences, you'll want to organize them by relevant categories. For example, education, opera roles, orchestral experience, large ensemble experience, audition successes, selected compositions, festivals, competitions, and awards are all categories you might see on a performance resume. Within each category, order your experiences from the newest to the oldest. Once you know what you're applying for, it's important to order the categories based on what is most significant to the position. For example, if you're applying for a military band opening, put your experience with wind ensembles and bands near the top. You will want to include an education category where you show your academic history. If you're a current student, this will go at the top of your resume, but once you're a professional in the field, move this section to the bottom. Include any current or past degree with your graduation date. This is the section where you can also provide some of the private teachers that you've studied with, but it isn't necessary. For each individual experience you are listing, you'll need to include 4 pieces of information: the name of the opportunity, your role or position in the group, the location of the experience, and the dates of the experience. For opera singers, this information is usually shown via columns. If listing compositions, this will include the title, instrumentation, duration, and the date of composition, along with the commissioning organization, if there was one. If any of these items need extra clarification, you can include a bullet point or 2. For a performance, you could highlight a specific conductor or a piece where you are a featured soloist. For a composition, you could describe the ensemble that performed your work. Avoid including repertoire learned or performed on a performance resume. This is not a repertoire list. At the very top of the resume, you'll need a header that includes your first and last name, along with your phone number and email address. Additionally, include your instrument or voice type next to your name. Tailor this to what you're applying to. For example, no need to list the instruments you play in your header if you're applying to festivals exclusively as a composer. Make sure to keep an eye on formatting your resume. For accessibility purposes, use only black text color with legible text styles across the whole document. Bold lettering and italics can draw the eye to the most important information, but don't overdo it. Most importantly, don't forget to proofread for typos and style consistency. Visit our website to find our in-depth resume handbook, example resumes, downloadable templates, and more. If you're looking for more information on other types of application materials, check out our videos on professional resumes and CVs.